Hi, I'm Karen. In this video today, I'm going to be reviewing this right here. This is from Ashley Tisdale, her line with BH Cosmetics. It's an 8-piece brush set. I guess in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, all the parts that it has that's supposed to pretty much accomplish a whole look. And I think that says a whole lot if you can work with the brushes that you have and make them work for you and complete a whole look. Because I've been trying to work to, like when I'm not doing video, to practice and trying to eliminate how many brushes I use. But granted, just some things are not going to give you the results you're going for, so you are going to need a specific shape. And of course, the texture of the hair really does matter. You know, picking something that has shinier texture to pick up powder, which honestly, the shinier the bristles, the hairs look, that means most likely the hairs are too slick to have the powder particles really cling to it. But if it looks drier and more dull, it has the more likelihood of picking up powder. So just something to consider: shiny, creams, dull, powder. Okay? Alright, so let's move into what these look like. Alright, so on the back here it says it's an 8-piece brush set. It has a deluxe powder brush, blush brush, dual fiber blending brush, angled contour brush, eye blending brush, large shadow brush, smudge brush, and an angled liner brush. I think we should be able to accomplish pretty much a whole lot with this. So my goal today is I'm going to actually be recreating a look that I wore on Sunday. I went to my company's Christmas holiday party, and the look I ended up creating with, I was so happy with it. So I definitely want to recreate it and put it on my channel. Shadow blending brush. So here is the blending brush. We're applying color in the crease, blending it out. It doesn't have any kind of like distinctive markings on it that's going to tell you what it is. It just says number 5. And this is their smudger brush. I can already tell because of how it's shaped. So this would be great for putting color in the outer corner of the eye. Smudging, say maybe you put on like a black eyeliner, your eye, smudge it out in the crease. And then, you know, if you're trying to do a smoky eye type thing, you can probably do a little bit underneath the eye as well. On the lower lash, maybe just a little bit, but this is kind of wide. And also definitely probably putting, you know, dapping some color. If you just dap the tip and apply it like right there in the corner, you could apply highlight. It's an eyeshadow brush here, great for packing in color on top of the lid. And maybe if you just apply eyeshadow on the tip, you can actually apply it directly underneath the lash line. So it all depends on how you choose to hold the brush. If you just apply eyeshadow on the tip only, imagine dipping that in eyeshadow and then applying it just right there. You could make this work. It just all depends on how you plan to use it. This one is the angled contour brush, but you can also use it as a blush brush. Or let's just be real. You can use this with contour. You can use this to set underneath your eye area. You can use this to set your eyelids after you apply eyeshadow primer. So if you want to quickly, you know, set it. But that's what it looks like inside, front. And then here's another brush. And there was nothing in the box. Okay, well, I'm just gonna guess that this is probably their blush brush. I guess, I don't know. I think it's pretty small for a blush brush. I would rather use this to probably apply blush, or even this is a little bit firm and tight. I don't know how I feel about this being a blush brush, but you could definitely use this to also set the powder underneath your eyes as well, and do highlight with it. So I wouldn't say that this is a blush brush per se. Yeah, I would probably go for this to apply the blush with the dual fiber. This is pretty big. This is not small. So this is another one I have from another brand. This is the Vintage Cosmetic Company. I love these brushes, and it's pretty much almost the same. I mean, I've used this more, so it's probably wider, but it's probably have more hair in it. Anyway, that's just. So that's a pretty decent size. All right, and then this is another one I actually purchased from BH Cosmetics. Oh, it's been through it. That one. So in comparison, this one is actually more fluffy, but the hairs are different, so you can't say that they're the same. Let me just do a little zoom in so you can kind of see. So if you're just kind of debating on getting this versus maybe purchasing the single, just know the single is definitely a lot more fluffier. So you can do a nice cream, foundation, blush. These are really nice for that. Oh, and this is really soft. These are really soft. That's funny. Maybe because I've already used this one and it probably has residue on it, but this is really soft. This here is actually a pretty decent size brush, especially if you're doing your blush or contour. This is actually pretty decent. I own a really big one, and I promise you, I barely use it. Barely use this thing right here. So this size, honestly, I feel like if you can get this size, honestly, you're good. When I first started my channel, one of the hardest things was knowing what brush to use in which area. And after time, I just realized, duh, you want the brush to fit in the area that you're putting the makeup on. Look how thin it is. You see how thin that thing is? You could do a wicked liner with this. So y'all got a chance to watch these makeup brushes in action. Honestly, I was able to do everything I needed to do with it, even that little powder brush that's supposed to be the blush brush. It was great for setting under the eye, even applying blush. Honestly, I was surprised. I was even able to still cover in a nice area and it not look blotchy or crazy because the brush, you know, wasn't big enough for my cheeks, but it actually worked out pretty well. I guess it's because I contoured it and everything with the blush and a little bit of contour cream from e.l.f. But yeah, I was still able to create a pretty nice look, and minus my brows, but all using these brushes right here. So it's just to show you can easily accomplish any look you want. Yeah, I wasn't thinking when I did the eyebrows, I just wasn't. But you can easily accomplish anything with that look, and that brush is pretty firm, by the way, the angled brush. So just so you know, yeah. I use it to apply the eyeshadow underneath my eye, and I just tilted it towards the angle to brush it on. So that goes to show you can still use it for more than what its purpose is. Anyway, I want to say thank you so much for watching. This is actually my first time going in depth on brushes, as far as like, you know, what it's used for. I mean, I did do one for TJ Maxx, but that's a little bit different because I didn't get to actually open it. So if you like these type of videos and you'd like to see me do more videos like this, because I do have a load of brushes, definitely make sure to leave a comment down below. And of course, if you have this brush set here, definitely let other people know what you think of it. I'll have to check, and I'll leave the link down below if they're still selling this. I hope they are, because it's a beautiful set. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.